This is really cool, I think. Maybe you guys would agree with me. Now, there's a little update on the articulator, and previously we could only cut the upper teeth or the lower teeth in one go, so all the dynamic movements of the jaw would be cut either upper or lower. Now we can alternate. Let me show you why this is important. Now, if I hide this tooth, we can see this, the lower molar is cutting straight into there, and this becomes a problem, so we have to cut the lower molar. The lower molar has enough space, so this one becomes the object that's going to be making the cut, and we can offset that over here. So if you want light contact, you would change it from 100 microns to something else. Apply this. Then this one becomes my object being cut. Okay, so now we can alternate. Now, say for example the canine here, I don't want to cut the canine. Just say the tooth preparation is very thin. Alright, so this now becomes my object that's going to be making the cut, and this becomes my object that's being cut. Now I've put in safety tools in here as well, so if you forget to apply the offset, it's going to snap straight back there, and the tooltip is going to remind you to put an offset here. So this could be 100 microns or whatever you think you should have. So this one now becomes my object being cut. Alright, so let's alternate here. Say for example I want to cut the lower, I want to make these the objects that are being cut. Okay, so object being cut and object being cut, and this one is going to cut these teeth. Alright, so this one becomes my object making the cut. So let's just select both in one go, and we're going to apply the offset one more time. Then what I'm going to do is, this tooth hasn't been cut yet. Of course this one would be the object being cut, because we can't have two objects making the cut. It's not going to work. So this antagonist becomes the object making the cut. So this is fantastic, and I'll show you exactly how this is going to pan out. So I'm going to click on trim all, cut all the movements, and we're going to just wait it out a little while for it to calculate. Now this is going to trim 13 times in centric, in protrusive, in lateral excursive to the left, and lateral excursive to the right. So here we are. I'm going to show you what has happened. This one has cut these lower teeth. Now it's cut all the way to the back, because it would have cut in all types of movements, and I'll play the animation in a minute. Here we've cut the upper teeth. This one stays intact. It's actually cut the lower tooth. This is, for me, I think this is very exciting, so that we can randomly cut whatever we want to cut. So here I'm going to delete the objects, and we can then see how this works when we do the articulation. So here the right hand side, I'm going to play that. So here, so it's cutting over here. Okay, we can actually see how it's trimmed, and also where the canine is trimmed over here. You can see how it's trimmed. Of course we'd need to smooth it. Let's have a look at the left hand side. So the left hand side, there's just a little bit of trimming here. We can see over here, and this is why we can understand why it's going up all the way to the top, the last molar, because it's moving down the condyle on this side, as you can see, and on this side of the condyle it's just got a little bit of a 1 millimeter Bennett's side shift, and here it's moving down the condyle by about 4 millimeters or so. You can adjust that if you want to, and hence we have this over here. Let's look at the protrusive. The protrusive is also, it's cutting along over here, the molar. So this is all fully dynamic. Let's have a look on the right side. We've looked at the right side. We've looked at the left side over here, and we looked at the protrusive. Hope you guys like it, and all you need to do is go up to the top of the menu and click Update Module to get these scripts. Okay, cheers.